Dear friends, every one of us in every corner of the world has witnessed the horrors of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now imagine the people in power in your country, instead of protecting its citizens, use the country's own military to hijack relief resources and intentionally unleashing the chaos of the pandemic in their desperate attempt to stay in power. That is the current reality that the residents of Burma are facing. On February 1st, 2021, Myanmar military mounted a coup d'etat of a democratically elected government, and massive public protests ensued. In the brutal crackdown of largely peaceful protests, the junta so far has killed close to 1,000 people. Many doctors, nurses, medics, and medical volunteers have been killed, tortured, or detained just because they dared to speak out against the coup. This essentially wiped out the Burmese healthcare system close to non-existence during the critical time of the pandemic. Burma, gravely unprepared due to the mismanagement of the junta, is now in the grip of COVID-19 third wave. The infection rates and mortality rates are exploding. The junta is confiscating every COVID relief resource in sight for military use, withholding essential medical supplies from the public, and persecuting medics, volunteers, and doctors. In fear of international intervention, the junta has made it impossible for INGOs to operate in the country. The health crisis in Burma urgently needs to be brought under control so it won't spell another international health crisis by becoming the breeding ground for COVID-19 variants. The situation in Burma needs a coordinated efforts by the international community, and the junta is refusing to engage in fear of losing their grip on power. Indeed, the crisis in Myanmar is a global health threat. Here are a few things you can do to help. Please write to your country's lawmakers and political representatives and tell them that the situation in Burma concerns you. Urge them to take swift and decisive action against the junta and help bring the country's health crisis under control. Donate for relief efforts in Burma through your trusted charities. Spread the word and promote awareness about what is going on in Burma and explain why it should concern everyone. Because none of us are safe until all of us are safe.